It's football season. Did you know that it's football season? Which means that in the month of September, you can still be at the beach and still enjoy the sense of fall football in the air because it's chilly at night, it's warm in the day, and we get football on a Thursday. That's really all this is just getting football on a Thursday. Overload my schedule. Thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. We're back at home on Friday for the whole slate of the weekend. But here on the beach, as they like to say, we're just going to ride through some profit. That's a beach saying if you don't know that. Just giving you more stuff every day, giving you new information every day, like what's above me. You bet $10, just sign up at BetMGM. You bet $10, you get $200 right away. That's free money. Did you know that? That's a cheat code. That's a hack. That's a betting hack. And all you need to do is take 40 seconds out of your life and sign up below. All right, I got a 3-leg parlay. It pays over 8-1. And I've got TD plays for Thursday night football. Again, I'm asking you to what? Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe here to our Odd Shopper channel as we hit 100,000. I want you to be a part of that. I want you to say, I'm a part of that community. It's a fun thing to be a part of. Discord, all the other stuff is there. Let's get to a play, shall we? All right. The number one play, look, hopefully you teased the Niners down. But the number one play, the first leg that we're going to work with here is actually the total. We're going to work the total in here because it makes the most sense as far as a side, money line play, or the total. You're not going to lay 10.5 right now. My God, that's almost as bad as laying 3.5 or 7.5. It's not going to be a side. We're not going to take the Giants to win this thing outright by all means. So the best play on the board is actually looking at the total. 41.5 is that key number that we'd want to stay below. So if we like going over, we'd push this to 40.5 and simply go over. I don't think there's any need to touch this thing, to be honest with you. I really don't. I don't think there's a need to mess around with this. Normally, you know me, I get a little Josh giddy when it comes to an alt total here. But the first play's under 43.5 points. The Giants are going to struggle to move the ball and score. They may get 7, they may get 14. That's two total scores there. You throw a field goal in there, I'll take away a touchdown. 10 to 17 max is what I would expect truly from the Giants. I think 17 is just not going to happen. Giants, for me, get capped at 14, maybe 13 points. Big difference. Because on the other side, we've already seen Kyle Shanahan say, yeah, I should probably play my backup running back a little more and save guys, knowing this is going to be a run-through of the regular season, especially against worse teams. Under 43.5, that's our first leg on the parlay. Here's the second one. Darren Waller is going to be a part of the offense. The Niners are susceptible there. You probably can't pick out in a lineup the Giants wide receivers and only know Slayton because he's been there longer than Steve Blake was at Maryland. But Darren Waller, it's just about time, you would think at this point, right? Just about freaking time that you can get something of value here from Darren Waller in the pass game. I think this is the matchup. I think this is the game. It's going to be a heavy dose of getting Waller in that game early involved, and that can really soften up the Niners defense a little on the outside and allow Daniel Jones to maybe take a shot or two. The last, look, Christian McCaffrey, we already spoke about Kyle Shanahan's insistence on working in backup running backs to alleviate some of the stress, some of the load on a guy like McCaffrey. We like him in the passing game, though. Brock Purdy has not been as sharp as people build him up. They're just not losing games, and they're beating up on shit team. McCaffrey in the passing game against this Giants defense, I love. And I'll take the alt 40-plus receiving yards. I think he also gets involved in the passing game early. We'll talk about another guy who's going to thrive in this game from Purdy. But when it comes to the release, the safety, the valve underneath, look at McCaffrey 40-plus. Look at 861. 861. Are you serious? Now, again, you can go to BetMGM and put that as your first parlay. Put $10 down. When that thing hits, you get $80, $86 technically in 10 cents. And you'll also get the $200 back. You see? So I'm giving you a winning parlay on BetMGM, and you get the $200. Just because you hit the parlay doesn't mean you don't get that $200. I don't want you thinking that. You're good. You're good. Instant back bonus bets. You don't have to wait. You don't have to be on phone calls with customer service. What am I getting at 200? You'll get it right away. Right away. First touchdown of the game. Can you guess who it is? I'll give you a second here. It's the 49ers. I'll give you that. It's the lone hint. But there is a guy on the 49ers. You hit me up with the comments below. As many comments, as good, as bad, as ugly as the comments are. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet, so I probably have something in my mouth from last night. That's fine. I'll take it all. But who's going to be the first TD guy? Come on. This is Eytan's Essentials. So you've been following my stuff as we shift and move around. There's been one consistent theme with the 49ers that I love. And it involves a guy scoring the very first touchdown. Now, again, home team, I understand they're not going to take the ball first. So the Giants win the toss. They defer. They give it to the Niners. I'm good here. I also don't think the Giants score on their first possession, at least a touchdown on their first possession. So I'm willing to take that risk too. Guess who it is? The roof's on fire. That's right. Look at this. Ayuk, first touchdown, 6-1. 6-1 for Ayuk's first TD. So let's roll that out right away. We'll put a dime on that. Now, I mean, you put a tenth of a unit, actually, but we'll put 10 cents on that, just to be clear. Dime may be something else for a lot of other people. I would not put $100 or $1,000, pardon me, on Brandon Ayuk, unless that's a tenth of your unit. Then go ahead. Christian McCaffrey, that's our second touchdown play. First, you see that 1H. You see that? That's key. 1H. We have a time limit for McCaffrey before this thing turns to blowout mode. And I guarantee you there will be a heavy insistence on the 49ers to get McCaffrey across the goal line. Not because of any narrative or anything like that, but McCaffrey scores, you're winning games. It's just easy. If he's working, if what you're doing with McCaffrey is working, the Niners are in, if not winning games. So I love the fact that we can go to McCaffrey first half anytime touchdown. That's only in the first half for even money. My play of the day, it's got to be Daniel Jones anytime. Again, at 3-1, there will be multiple chances in the red zone. There will be chances where he can break a big one. We're also looking at the Giants being down later in the game. We've seen Daniel Jones in this role before as a monster cover, as a dog on the road. A lot of that monster covering has been due to his legs. He can score, he can get in, he can sneak. We love the fact that at 3-1 against this team, there's actually some value there for Daniel Jones. Should probably be about plus 250 every single game. But hey, it's the Niners, short week, and the Giants look awful. Lindquist's least approved play of the day. No need to belabor this or draw this one out. It's a simple one. It's our guy, Brandon Ayuk, 2 TDs. Brock Purdy's best friend. It's not Debo. It's not George Kittle. It's not Christian McCaffrey. It's not even Kyle Shanahan. It's Brandon Ayuk. And absolutely, you'll be doing the radio call 2 times over. Ayuk, Ayuk, Ayuk is. You're going to be singing that song just like I am on the road to payday. Speaking of which, can I just show you one thing before we get out of here? I thought I would do you a solid before we get out of here. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you some plays from the Odd Shopper Premium tool. In return, I guess, all I would ask you is that you take another couple of seconds and sign up. We'll give you 70% off your first churn. It could be your first month, could be your first week. It doesn't matter. You're going to get it. So, with that said, let me just show you what we have here. Some Thursday night plays. Matt Breida. Look at that. Travis Kelce's popping. The Texans' first quarter point spread. These are plays for you in the NFL. I'm giving them to you behind the paywall free with hopes that you would take 40 seconds out of your life again and sign up here. And you can do this on your own. And then you don't have to wait for me each and every day or week, in this case, to give you the good stuff. Speaking of which, I'll see you Friday.